xXx, The Return of Xander Cage, was directed by DJ Caruso and it stars Vin Diesel, Donnie Yen, Tony Jaa from the Ook series, and also Donnie Yen was also in the Ip Man series, and he was fantastic in the Ip Man series. It's in the series I will buy on Blu-ray someday. And also it stars Nina Dobrev. And I gotta tell you that this movie takes place about 14 to 15 years after the first film, and it takes place when Xander Cage is thought to be dead. He's in exile, and then the xXx program wants to bring him back because some person in the military has stole this device called the Pandora's box, which can control the satellites that watches over people, and they can decide to detonate these satellites on Earth to kill people. The xXx program recruits Xander Cage, and then Xander Cage recruits his team, and his team consists of a bunch of badasses, of a guy who loves to crash his car, a DJ, and a lady who likes to dress up like a man. And their special skills is dangerous stunt work. But hey, you got a DJ, a guy who loves to crash his car, and a woman who loves ladies. That's a great team, right? And then they run across this other group with Donnie Yen's character, who's you automatically think he's a badass because he's wearing the typical things that makes him a badass, which is a leather jacket, smoking a cigarette. In this movie, I gotta tell you, this movie, there are so many wrongs. There are so many levels to this shit. Like, this movie very much was an eyesore. Like, literally, the main thing that really got to me was the directional style from DJ Caruso, and the poor writing from all of his writers, and also the music was very much sound like a B movie that really didn't fit with each character's persona. It just seemed like they just put music together and just added into this film with no creativity whatsoever. It's the same cliche music that we hear in all the spec action thrillers. I'm going to break down how he directed this film, especially for the action sequences. The action sequences in every action scene revolves around shaky cam. And once again, there's another director who's trying to mimic the shaky cam formula that fails miserably. And then you can't really see the action work, and you can't really see the full development of the choreography that is actually being executed. And that's very jarring. Like, very much my eyes were sore just watching these action sequences come into play. Vin Diesel was okay. I mean, the acting was okay. It was 50% average. No, it was just on a baseline average. You can hate it or love it. And it had a bunch of one-liners that were dumb. That's what she said. I mean, what's a positive in this film? The positive is this movie is pretty much a guilty pleasure. That's the only positive with this movie. My favorite character in this whole entire movie was Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen, he did his part. He did his best. He really delivered on the action sequences, but still it was very hard to see because of DJ Caruso's style. There's this one story where I want to talk about. The story is, how did Xander Cage come back from the dead? That's the big giant question mark that's been lingering in my mind. They don't tell you how he survived. They don't tell you at all. There's pretty much that death scene that you saw. Just forget about it because they don't address it at all. It's like it never happened. The story was very predictable. I automatically knew who the corporate was, like in the first 5 minutes of the whole entire film. So this movie is pretty much a dumb, fun action flick with a bunch of dumb cliches, a dumb story, and characters that are just average, and poor writing and bad director. Just a very bad director. A terrible director. The action sequences was very terrible. It was irritating. It was jarring. That I had to give it a Val Kilmer Batman. This is a movie that is below average, a guilty pleasure at best. And that's my review for xXx Xander Cage. Yes, Xander Cage should stay dead. Yeah, okay. thank you for watching. If you like everything you see and you agree, click right here to join me in the Batman family. I will have more Batman-tastic reviews in the way. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.